A very good day to Sir Hafiz. My name is Huang from Network Design. So today I would like to present about my mini project, which is the online voting system. So without further delay, I would like to straight away present about the step-by-step implementation plan for my mini project. So for the first step, I, I would like to create a BBC and I would like to name it with the mini project underscore Huang and the IPv4 CIDR block to 10.1.0.0/16. Next, for the number of availability zones, I would like to reduce 2, and also for the number of public and private subnet are also 2. Next is the assign of the subnet IP. So for the public subnet in the 1A, I'll be using the 10.1.0.0/34, and the second public is 10.1.1.0/34, and for the first public subnet is 10.1.2.0/34, and for the second private is 10.1.3.0/34. For the net gateway, I will be using in one NZ, and the BBC endpoint is set to none. So this is the overall preview of the BBC with the BBC public and private subnet route tables and network connection. And after that, I would like to create the BBC, and here is the figure that showing that the BBC is successfully created. And next step is to create a BBC security group. And yeah, actually I forget to set the picture of how I configure the BBC security group, but I only managed to snap the picture of successfully created the security group. So here's the details of the security group, where I have named it with the mini project web security group, and the description is enable HTTP access and also the inbound rules. So next step is the step 3, which is to create a database DB subnet group by using the Amazon RDS. So here's the interface, and I would like to press the create DB subnet group. So yes, like here, I would like to name the subnet group with the DB mini project DB slash mini project slash subnet slash DB dash mini project dash subnet dash group, and the description is DB mini project subnet group. And also the BBC is selecting the BBC that I have created in the previous step. So next, for the add subnet, I would like to select adding the availability zone, the 1A and 1B, and also the subnet. I'm going to add all the subnet I have created in the BBC. Yeah, so this is all from the DB subnet group. And next step is to create an Amazon RDS DB instance. So this is the database interface, and I'm going to create a new database. So in the database option, I would like to choose the standard graph, and for the engine option, I would like to choose the MySQL for the engine option. And next, for the template, I would like to choose the DEV/text, and for the availability and the durability, I would like to choose the single DB instance. And next, for the DB instance identifier, I would like to name it with the database -qz uppercase, and the master username is qz, and the master password is the qz-password. So next is the instance configuration, where I would like to select the burstable classes, includes the T classes. So, and for the instance, I would like to choose the db.t3.medium. Yeah. So for the storage, I would like to choose the general purpose SSD GP2, which is mentioned in the question, and then for the allocated storage, I would like to use the 100 GIV. Next, for the connectivity, yes, I will for the BBC, I will be using I will be using the BBC that I have created in the previous step, which is the mini project underscore on season BBC. So for the BBC security group, yes, also I will be using the mini project security group that I have created in the previous step. So for the enhanced monitoring, I have to uncheck the enable enhanced monitoring. And next for the additional configuration for the database option, for the initial database name, I will give it to QZ. And also for the automated backup and encryption, both enable, I would like to uncheck it. Yes. So after that, successfully created the database QZ and shown in this figure. So next step is to launch a web server instead. So for this web server, I would like to name it with the operating system server and the Amazon machine image, and I will be using the Amazon Likeness 2023 AMI. So for the instant type, I would like to use the T2 medium because the question is mentioned is mentioned that the EC2 is only can use T2 either T2 medium or T3 medium, but I would like to use the T2 medium. So for the keypad, I will be using the key for the login. And next for the network setting for the BBC, yes, as usual, we're using the BBC that I created in the previous step. And subnet, but for the subnet, I will be using the public too. And the auto outside IP is enabled. And for the firewall, we're using the we'll take the select existing security group and we'll be selecting the security group that I have created in the previous step. Yeah. So for the script, I would like to copy the script from the maybe for the get module and then I will paste it in here to for it to run. Yes, run on the instance under the user data. So after I create the instance, next step is usually is to create the image for the instance. So for the image, I would like to name it with the voting system server, and the description is given to AMI for the voting system. Yeah. So next, this figure is showing that the AMI is created and is work for the further user. So for the next step is to create a load balancer for the system. So here's the interface, and I would like to create the target group under the load balancing. So here's the interface, and for the basic configuration, I would like to choose a target type. So I will be using the instances, and then the target group I will name it with QZ group. And for the VPC again, as usual, we'll be choosing the BVC that I have created in the previous step. So after that, we would like to create the QZ group, and here's the notification that it is successfully created. So after that, I would like to create the load balancer. So I will be using the load balancer under the load balancing and then choose the create load balancer. So here's a load balancer type, and I would like to using the application load balancer. So create the load. So we'll be selecting the application load balancer and create it. So for the load balancer name, I will name it with QZELB. And next, okay, for the BBC as user using the one I created in the previous step. And for the mapping, right, I will like to take both 1A and 1B, and then for the subnet will be we'll be selecting the public one and public two. Yeah. So for the security group, as usual, we'll be selecting the web security group that I have created in the previous step. So for the listener and the routing, right, I will for the protocol we'll be using HTTP and the port SIT, and for the default action the forward to, I will select the QZ group that I have created in the previous step. Yeah, after that successfully create the load balancer QZ ELB. Yeah. So next step is create a launch template and also an auto scaling group. So first of all, I would like to create a launch template first. So here's the interface, and I would like to create it. So for the launch template, the name is named as the QZ config, and the auto scaling guidance, yeah, it is suggested to take it so that it will have the guidance to help you on set up template is for the EC2 auto scaling. So again, for the application for the AMI, right? Because just now previously I have created an image for the instance which is the working server AMI. So now I will be using my own AMI. And next step for the instance that we'll be using the T2.micro. For the keypad, as usual, we'll be using the hotkey. Next, for the network security and network setting, for the subnet, we just don't include in the launch template, and for the firewall, so we're selecting the existing security group and the web security group that I have created in the previous step. So for the CloudWatch, because yes, in our main project we have to use the Amazon CloudWatch. So in here, I would like to enable the detailed CloudWatch monitoring. So after that, yes, create the launch template is named with QZ config. So after finish create the launch template, next step is to create an auto scaling group from the launch template. So here's the interface. Okay, so I take the launch template ID that I created just now, and I would like to create an auto scaling group under the action. So here's the interface. So there's a lot of steps from step 1 to step 7. So for step 1, I would like to name the auto scaling group to QZ auto scaling group, and then for the launch template, I will be using the one I have created in the previous step. And next step is for the network. I would like to again choose the BBC that I created in the previous step. And then for the availability zone and subnet line, I will be choosing the private one and private two. So next, for the load balancing is attached to the existing load balancer. And for the target group, I will be choosing the HQZ group HTTP. Next, for the group size, I will be using for the group size for the desired capacity we will set as 2, and for the scaling is minimum is 2 and maximum is 9. So for the scaling policy name, next is scaling policy name, I will name as QZ scaling policy, and the target value is set is by default is 60. So next step is this one is actually optional, so you want to add or not also okay. So for me, I would like to add tag for the key is name, and then the value is SQL instance. So for the additional setting, yes, I need to enable the group metrics connection within the CloudWatch so that later I can monitor the CloudWatch. Yeah, so after that the auto scaling group is successfully created. So next step, I have to verify that the load balancing is working. So here you can see I have go to the instances, and you can see that there's a 2 new instances named the SQL instance. Yeah, here. And next Next, I go to the target group, so I choose the SQL group, and you can see that the two instances under the target group are this. And yes, so I copy the DNS. I copy the DNS under the log balancer ELV, and then I paste to the new tab, and then I can successfully open the DNS, and it shows that the CPU load is 0%. So never mind. So we proceed to the next step. So the next step is to test the auto scaling. So here you can see the figure. So for the alarm low, yes, it's in alarm, and then for the alarm high, it's okay. So yes, you can see the all the alarm in here, the all alarm. So okay, so now we back to the EC2 service, and we choose the QZ auto scaling group, and then under here I will choose the HQZ scaling policy, and then yeah, I will take it. So I would like to edit it. Yes, above here actually have the action, so I edit it. So I changed the target group from I think just now is 60, so I now change to 50, and then I update. So after that, I go back to the CloudWatch, and then I I I need to make sure that the OK alarm is still at alarm high and has not been triggered. After that, I go back to the website, and I refresh again the website, and then the current CPU now is changed to 100. Yeah. So the next step the next step is the monitoring your instance. So now I would like to go back to the instances, and I would like to choose the voting server one. So and then under the voting server one, I have the detailed status and alarm monitoring and etc. So I would like to choose the monitoring. So here I can see all the status of the voting server one, like CPU utilization, network, in out, network packet. Yeah. So here's the graph, so I can see. And last step is the yes. Last step, after finish all that, I can terminate the voting server one. So how to terminate? It's showing the figure that okay, I will take the voting server, and then under the instance tab, I would like to click the terminate instance. So that's all from the step-by-step implementation span. And last but not least, I would like to show my architectural diagram. So this is my architectural diagram. So I have the region, I have the two availability zone, A and zone B. And I have the gateway, and this is my VPC, so 10.1.0.016, and this is my public one, this is my public two, this is my private one, and this is my private two. And so this is the ELB in the security group, and the instance in the security group. Here's the two instance, and then the two RDS versus primary and secondary. So both instances will be under the QZ auto scaling group. Yeah. So I think that's all from me for the mini project presentation about the step-by-step plan and the architecture diagram. So thank you.